Hi, it's Ryan 1988 or Justin. I'm with the lovely Renee Woodley.
Just go eat some Skittles.
Hi, I'm Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5 and play Alice Johnson, and you are watching Ryan 1988. Go eat some Skittles.
This is Judith O'Day from the original Night of the Living Dead. Ryan 1988. Go eat some Skittles.
Hi, this is Danielle Harris. You're watching Ryan 1988. Now go eat some Skittles. Hey, this is TJ Wilson. You are watching Ryan 1988. Go totally eat some Skittles.
Ryan 1988, I'm with Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins has to say, go eat some Skittles.
What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ryan1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you all. And first of all, apologize for the glare. I could totally see it, but we're gonna go with it in the glasses. But anyway, I am back to do a recap video talking about ScareFest weekend, which took place this past weekend from October 17th through the 19th. And right off, I'll just say I had an amazing time. This was definitely one of ScareFest weekend's best weekends in a while, or conventions in a while, and I loved it so much. Just had a wonderful time seeing, friends that I had not seen in a while, meeting new friends, talking to people, interacting with people. One of my favorite things about horror movie conventions is the people that you meet and the friends that you reunite with. It is just so much fun, and I had an absolute blast. So shout out to Lewis, Eric, TJ, Megan, Scotty, Jamie, Anthony, so many that I ran into at the convention. Craig, Lydia, just a wonderful time. So if you're watching this, shout out to you all. Hopefully you don't mind the shout outs, but hanging with you all this weekend was just a wonderful time, and I just had an absolute blast. So much fun. Again, this weekend was incredible, and I feel like they improved on so much compared to last year. I don't even know if I did a video last year on ScareFest. I might have. But last year's show was just was hectic all around. I can't say this was the first time that they were at this convention center, but it was a lot busier, and last year's lines were just insane. Trying to get in was insane. Like, it was just a mess of, just getting in there. When you got into the convention center, it wasn't too bad, but it was just crazy. Where I felt like this year they really did change it up, and they had a better layout, better routine, and overall just loved it. I've been going to this show for such a long time, and since 2010, and I had so much fun. This was a blast, and the experience I will always remember. That's one of the best things about these conventions, is that when you go away from them, you just remember the great times, and this was definitely that. Other things I loved about it, I loved the people that I met celebrity-wise. My Bloody Valentine, 1981. It was the first time We saw them, or it was the first time I think they had ever been at a show near me. I don't even know how many conventions that they do, but meeting them was great. You know, they had some of the cast members there. Then they had the actor who played Harry Warden, and they were all wonderful. And I got to talk about how much I love this movie, what it means to me. It is definitely one of the best films to come out from the golden age of the slasher genre, and it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. So I got to meet them, and they were just so kind and so pleasant. Then I met some of the Dawn of the Dead cast from the original movie. So meeting Galen Ross, who played Fran. She was also in Madman and Creepshow. I absolutely loved her, and she was awesome. So sweet to meet, so kind. Dawn of the Dead is one of my all-time favorite movies, and quite possibly my favorite zombie movie. It goes between that and Return of the Living Dead. But the Dawn of the Dead is fantastic, and I've wanted to meet the rest of the cast for a long time. I met Scott Roniger. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Probably saying it wrong. I always butcher the last name. But met him in at ScareFest, my very first ScareFest in 2010. So I didn't meet him this time, but I wanted to meet Fran. Again, Galen Ross was just amazing. And then I met Ken Forey, who had done a lot of shows. I just never really had met him before. He played Peter in Dawn of the Dead, and he was nice, but I'll say this, I think the person prior to me, it just wasn't a great experience. So, Ken talked, he was pleasant, but probably not one of my favorite people that I met. Like, I enjoyed talking to him briefly, the brief conversation we had, but it was just quick in and out, and I'm glad I got to meet him. He signed my Dawn of the Dead DVD box set. So, it was nice to meet him. Moving on, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I met two people from that movie. First, I met Tom Atkins again, who I've met prior, and I love him. Halloween 3, Creepshow, The Fog, so many other movies. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Night of the Creeps, Lethal Weapon. He's been in so much. Those are just some of his big ones. And, I got him to sign my Halloween 30 Years of Terror poster, which prior to meeting him back in 2010, I had him sign my Creepshow DVD. So I have this Halloween 30 Years of Terror poster, which you can see in the corner there, and it is signed by pretty much everybody in the Halloween franchise up until the new David Gordon Green movies. I've not met anybody to sign that yet, but I got to meet Tom again. Tom's amazing, super nice, super kind, so it was great to meet him. And then I got to meet Stacey Nilkin from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. She played Ellie, and she was a total sweetheart and just had so many kind words to say. Talked to her about Halloween 3. I talked to her about, Blade Runner and how, she's not in the movie, but she had a part of that. And so it was great just to talk to her about that as well. She was, again, just super kind and one of the highlights of the weekend. So loved meeting her, and she's just a total sweetheart. So if you ever meet or get a chance to meet Stacey Nilkin from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, definitely do so. And again, she signed my poster. So that's pretty much complete, next to some other actors that I would like to meet from the franchise, and also some of the Michael Myers that are still with us. I know George Wilbur passed away. I don't think I ever met him, so it's sad I'll never meet him, but if I can meet some of the other Michael Myers from the franchise, I would love for them to sign it. But it's pretty much signed by a lot of people from this franchise, again, up until the new Halloween movies, the David Gordon Green films. So ScareFest was a blast. I love this show. Some are better than others, but I'll say this was a highlight for me. This show was amazing, and I'm just so happy with it. Everybody who ran it, you know, thank you so much. You all were fantastic this past weekend. To all my friends that I mentioned and so many more, you know, you all are amazing. And, you know, the memories that I have from this past weekend will stay with me forever. Just absolutely a blast. Other real quick things to talk about. It was my first time cosplaying. I was Michael Myers, which you're going to see a photo of in this video. It was my first time ever cosplaying, and I've been doing this for almost since 2008. And it was fun. It was great. And there's, you know, a few people that wanted to take pictures with me. And I was a little overwhelmed at first because I didn't know how it was going to go. It was my first time cosplaying, but I can see myself definitely doing it again in the future, playing other characters from other movies. Of course, it's Michael Myers, so, you know, I had to definitely be Michael for my first cosplay. So that was great. Other things, again, vendor wise, great vendors there. I've bought a whole bunch of stuff. You'll see in a video that I'm going to put together with this. But Dark Sky Films was there. I purchased a lot from them. Their big 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre set, if I remember correct, was like, when it first came out, it was like almost $400, and it was $100 here. So I bought that, and I bought something else involving Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which you'll see in the video that I'm going to put together right after this. So a lot of great vendors. Again, layout was great this year. The best thing is we got there Friday, and again, there wasn't a huge line outside wrapped around the hotel. They organized that better. We got in right away, and it was amazing, and, you know, not too crowded at all on Friday. Saturday was a little bit more crowded. That's, you know, something that happens at every convention on Saturday. There's a lot more people that go. But still, I didn't feel overwhelmed, and it felt just right. Like, it was just perfect. And Sunday we did not go. I drove back, you know, me and my buddies drove back on Sunday. So we didn't go on Sunday. But it was an amazing experience, and it's something that I look forward to doing every year. It's part of my October vacation. I take October off, and then I end my vacation with ScareFest weekend. And it, you know, was a blast. This year was just one of the best years. So, and if I forgot to shout you out, but if I ran into you, Charlene, gotta mention Charlene, longtime friend. But everybody else, if I forgot to give you a shout out and I ran into you, you know, I had a blast. I hope you had a blast. I love our community that we have here. We have such a wonderful horror movie community, and a lot of people from YouTube. I have met in person at these conventions, and some have just become longtime friends of mine, and some of them are my best friends, and I just absolutely love it. So this was an amazing year at ScareFest, ScareFest 17, 2025. I'm looking forward to going next year. And if you've never been to a convention, definitely go to your first horror movie convention. They are so much fun. You don't even have to meet the celebs. Like, the vendors are great. And just spending time with friends and getting to meet new people who have the same interests that you do is a blast. It's just it's so much fun. So anyway, here's my pass from ScareFest weekend. Absolutely love it. Before I wrap this part of the video up, I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Eric, because outside of, you know, convention merchandise, I love collecting VHS tapes. I have my VHS player still in great condition, and there are movies that I just love and I want to own on different formats. So he gave me this first one, which is Carrie, the original from 1976. Prom Night, which is awesome. I love Prom Night. I did not know Anchor Bay released it, so that's really cool. These are not horror movie related stuff, but The Wizard of Oz, the 1989, I was probably a year old or almost a year old, Wizard of Oz VHS tape, and I really like this because you open it up and there's a small booklet. So this was the 50th anniversary release, and this is not a VHS tape. This is a beta tape, I believe. That's what they're called. But this is my all-time favorite Christmas movie, and I have this displayed here in the movie room next to my leg lamp, which you do see in the background. And that is A Christmas Story with the original artwork. Just fantastic, and absolutely love this. So again, beta tape, but just to have it is amazing. So Eric, thank you so much for all these tapes, buddy, and thanks for going this weekend with me and Lewis, and we just had an absolute blast. So shout out to Lewis, shout out to Eric, and shout out to everybody, all my friends, everybody that I met, reunited with. This was a blast. So anyway, not gonna wrap this video up right now. There's more to come, but this will be the last time you see my face in this. So thank you so much, everybody, for a great weekend, and thank you ScareFest for an awesome show, and I look forward to next year's show. So as always, y'all are awesome, y'all rock, and with a positive out with a negative. And let's just do old school. Go eat some Skittles, everybody. I love you all, and you all have been the greatest these past almost 17 years. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, everybody. Alright, everybody. Here is my ScareFest pickups. The first 3 here I'm so happy to finally have. And that is the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch Trick or Treat Studio Mask. So we have the pumpkin, the witch, and the skeleton. I wanted these in my collection for a long time, and I'm so happy I finally have them. Alright, up next, we have an awesome set here that I never thought I would ever get. But Dark Sky Films was at ScareFest, and they had the 50th anniversary Chainsaw Edition for $100. And then I got the Black Mamba, is that Black Maria truck for $20. So altogether $120. This is amazing. Sorry. This is amazing. I absolutely love both sets. I feel like at the moment my Texas Chainsaw Massacre collection is complete. But yeah, it's really amazing. And on the inside you have a 4K and VHS edition of the movie in there, and I just think that is so cool, and it's pretty amazing. So I love that. Fantastic. So happy to add that to the collection. So picked up some movies along the way. I have the Innkeepers. This is the Dark Sky Films exclusive steelbook of the Innkeepers on 4K and Blu-ray. And then you turn here, and there is the House of the Devil Special Edition Steelbook exclusive from Dark Sky Films on Blu-ray with a whole bunch of bonus features. Both of them have new bonus features. I'm excited to dive into them, and I'll be reviewing them on the channel. Sorry for the glare, showing some autographs. The My Bloody Valentine cast, and the actor / stuntman who played Harry Warden. Some more autographs. Met Ken Foree and Galen Ross, who played in Dawn of the Dead, Peter and Fran. So very cool to have this. And I've met Scott Roniger, hopefully I'm saying that right, at my very first ScareFest, so I just needed to complete the signatures for those who are still here with us. I know Flyboy passed away not too long ago. Very sad, or a couple years ago. But I got the rest signed. Signatures complete. And lastly, I have been getting this poster signed for almost 20 years. This is my Halloween 30 Terror poster, and it is signed by the cast of the franchise, pretty much. It's almost complete. I think I just need to get some Michael Myers actors, stuntmen who are still alive or still with us. But it is amazing, and I've added Stacy Nilkin on that poster and Tom Atkins. So very cool. And quickly I'll show these off, some other movie pickups. Creepshow 2 on 4K, so excited to add that to the collection. Then we have Fade to Black on 4K, awesome stuff there. And I added the 10th anniversary release of We Are Still Here that Dark Sky Films released. Love this movie, so excited to dig into the bonus features and check out the new edition. Great movie. If you've never seen it, definitely check this one out.